I'm not usually one to call people out on their BS, but I think a lot of people are unaware of how pockets of this industry operate and what some people are willing to do to make money off of you. So I'm going to talk about it today. Hey friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, and welcome back to another video. Fair warning, buckle in for this one because I have a lot of feelings and I am also fueled by extra strong coffee today. This video is inspired by the new de-influencing trend that recently sprang up on TikTok and has slowly started to trickle down into YouTube and Instagram as well. Here's the thing. I think it's BS. And today I'm going to share some of my thoughts on why I think influencer marketing has started to become something truly seedy and gross. First off, if you're wondering what the heck de-influencing is, it's a trend that recently came about on TikTok, and I think originally it came from a really well-meaning, good-intentioned place. Initially, the whole idea of this trend was to kind of remind people that this intense mass overconsumption that we see from influencers and actually increasingly just everyday people on social media is not normal, nor should it be.
Opt out of this trend culture by less than by well.
Let's talk about some things that TikTok has made us feel are very, very normal in terms of our consumption habits that actually are not.
So it started off as a really good thing, positive. We love those vibes. But then it got completely hijacked. If you go onto TikTok now and type in de-influencing, all you're pretty much going to see is videos of creators saying, don't buy this foundation, it sucks. Buy this foundation instead. This mascara is completely overhyped, but you need to get this one. And it's like, you're still influencing. The math is not mathing. Instead of promoting the idea that it's okay to own less, it's okay to spend less, it's now become a hashtag where creators can go and promote the products that they think you should be buying, which is the exact same thing that they've always been doing that, right? Am I crazy? It is the same. It is the same thing, right? And you might be thinking, who cares? Why does this matter? Amy, why are you so clearly emotionally invested in this topic? But here's the thing, we are having an overconsumption crisis right now. And not only does this have a devastating impact on the planet, our fellow humans, and animals, like the world over, but our out of control shopping habits are having a direct impact on our own lives. Overconsumption is hugely damaging to our own personal finances, as well as our health, both our physical health and our mental health. So why the heck are we all still buying so much tat? A lot of it comes down to the psychology of marketing. And when you really break it down, when a brand is showing you an advert, they're not so much selling you the product as they are selling you something much bigger than that. They're trying to sell you a feeling. They're trying to sell you a lifestyle. They're trying to sell you a sense of belonging and ultimately a sense of happiness and contentment if you just buy that product, if you just buy into that brand's messaging. And I know you might be thinking, Amy, you're being a little bit too deep with that. You're taking it a little bit too far. But really, look it up. That is what marketing is all about. Anyway, the problem with that is that stuff can't actually improve our lives in any deep, meaningful, lasting way. And that's not to say that you can't go out and buy nice things. That is not to say that you cannot find some kind of joy in the items that you purchase. But the idea that if you could go out and just buy enough stuff, spend enough money, accumulate enough products, that you would be able to plug some kind of hole in your life is just not true. And I am here to tell you that as someone who fell really deep down that rabbit hole head first. Hey, this is me. I have too much stuff. I was subconsciously trying to buy happiness at the clearance aisle at TK Maxx for years, okay? And it didn't work. And honestly, I think the existence of influencer marketing and just influencers in general has absolutely blown consumer culture out of all proportion. Because like when I started to develop my toxic spending habits, that was right around the same time that beauty gurus started to become a thing on YouTube. And I don't think that's a coincidence. If I hadn't spent my time watching people showing off their enormous makeup collections or telling me about products that I had to have or would change my life, then would I have got to a point where I thought it was normal, logical, or reasonable to own as much stuff as I ended up owning? My money is on no. And I'm not trying to dodge responsibility for the way that I acted and the way that I shopped Nobody forced me to buy all of that stuff. That is on me. But what I'm saying is this world of influencers makes it seem normal and positive to go out and buy more stuff than you could ever possibly use. And influencer marketing is super successful in encouraging us to go out and overspend for three main reasons. Number one is the tribe mentality of influencers. Because as humans, it's very natural for us to want to find a group that we can belong to, and then we become very passionate and loyal within that group. So if we're in kind of an influencers community or their group of subscribers or followers and they recommend something, then we want to buy it because we want to be part of that group of people. We don't want to be on the outside if everyone else is going to be making that purchase. The second thing is that influencers are relatable. I think that was a lot more true in the past than it necessarily is now, but traditionally influencers and creators have been a lot more relatable than, say, celebrities. There's a relationship that builds up between a creator and their audience that you don't get with traditional advertising. When you see an advert for like face wash on the TV, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's not targeted specifically at you. But when an influencer that you really love tells you, you really need to use this, you're going to believe them, you trust them, like you value their opinion. It feels like a friend is recommending it to you, which, based on the way that influencer marketing has gone, is just really sad. And number three, the sheer unavoidable quantity of influencer marketing that is going on right now. I remember when YouTube first introduced ads and we were all like, what the heck is this? You're gonna interrupt me watching my favorite content trying to sell me stuff? And now you go on TikTok and the content you're watching is people selling you stuff. The ads are the content now. It is the QVC of our time. And here's where we're really going to get into it. And I am holding back no punches today. I feel very strongly about this. And I'm going to expose some really shady things that I see going on. We're going to talk specifically about TikTok Shop and why I think this feature is so insidious and contributes to such an enormous extent to overconsumption in a way that other social media platforms don't. And I think the reasons are twofold. So first off, we have the in-app purchases, okay? You can see something, you can decide you want to buy it, you can find your size, you can find your color, you can pay for it, all without leaving the app. And all within the space of about 2 minutes or less. There is no processing time for you to decide whether or not you actually want that. It's just pure instant gratification. It's too easy to buy things. I'm gonna show my age here because I'm old. But like when I was growing up, I guess the closest thing we had to influencer marketing was when I would go and I would buy Cosmo Girl and then they would have a page of like recommended things to buy. And then if you saw something you wanted to buy, you'd have to wait until the weekend, get someone to drive you into town, go to the shop, hope that they had the size and the color that you wanted, and then maybe even see it and think, actually that didn't look as good as it did in the magazine, so I'm not gonna buy it anyway. You had to really want something in order to go out and buy it, because it was a lot of effort. Those days are gone. And forget about even like regular internet shopping. With TikTok Shop, you don't even have to leave the app. But what I think is scarier for me, and what a lot of people probably don't realize, is the seedy ass way that TikTok Shop operates when you are a creator. And for legal reasons, I would like to point out that seedy ass is just an opinion. So I have TikTok Shop, okay? And I think there are maybe 2 or 3 videos that I've posted where I'm referencing products and then I've gone in and linked them afterwards if I could be bothered to find the links. And maybe I'm just super naive or stupid, but initially I thought that that's what everyone on TikTok Shop was just doing. Just like if you're recommending something, go in, see if there's a link for it and maybe make a few pence off it. Ta-da. But no, that is not how it works. Because I kept getting these notifications on TikTok that I just couldn't clear, and I was going into my notifications and there was nothing there. It was really confusing me. I was like, where are these notifications coming from? I don't understand, because I'm a millennial on TikTok and I just don't know what's going on. I'm a millennial on TikTok. But eventually I realized that these notifications were coming from the TikTok for Creators portal. And I was so shocked and freaking appalled when I went in there and saw how TikTok Shop is actually operating. And part of me really toyed with including screenshots in this video to show you the exact things that I see when I go in there as a creator, but I don't know what the legal ramifications of that might be, so I was like, no, I'll just tell you about it instead. And I am scared. But when you go into TikTok Shop for Creators, you are just hit with a barrage of challenges and tasks that they want you to complete in order for you to earn money and rewards points. They'll be like pushing certain items that they want you to sell, or pushing certain sales related hashtags. They want you to sell within certain categories, or, you know, sign up to certain campaigns that will push specific products that might not be relevant to you or your audience at all. They're really egging you on to sell as much as possible to your followers. But the grossest thing for me was that I had so many messages from TikTok shops saying, hey, we love your content, we want to send you a package full of products, and then you'll earn 20, 30, 40% commission for everything that you sell through your videos. They didn't even include any information about what kinds of products these would be. Clothes? Makeup? Dog toys? What are you asking me to sell? How can I make an informed decision about whether or not that aligns with my brand? That's something that my followers would want to buy. Because I guess in the world of TikTok shop, it doesn't matter what the product is. The only thing that matters is the percentage of commission. Forget whether or not I like a product, whether I personally use that product, whether I think anyone else should use that product. Regardless of what that product even is, just sell it. Just promote this to your audience, convince them to buy it, and you'll make money. Ah, so gross. And I think the worst thing about this problem is that it's commission driven. So commission based / affiliate based marketing, what is it? Is it a bad thing? Am I kind of a hypocrite for even ranting about this right now? I'm sure everyone is quite familiar with the concept of affiliate marketing at this point, just because it's so prevalent in our lives. But just a quick overview, it basically means that if you are talking about a product on social media, on a blog, whatever, that you can get a specific link, and then if whoever's watching the video, reading the blog post, whatever, decides to purchase that item and they do so through your link, you will make a small commission from that sale. It doesn't cost the person who's buying the item any more money. That money comes from the seller. And honestly, I don't think that this is an inherently bad thing. I think if it's done in a genuine and natural way, then like go for it. Like if I'm looking for book recommendations, I see a video on YouTube where someone is recommending a bunch of books and I think I really like the sound of that one, I'm gonna buy it. I use her affiliate link, I get the book I want, she gets the commission, everybody wins. I don't think that's a bad thing. But in my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me on this, you might not, but I think there's a big difference between slapping an affiliate link on a product that you are already using and loving and that you're already planning on talking about versus partnering with a brand specifically on the basis that the more of a product you will sell, the more money you will make, regardless of what that product is. Because people are agreeing to sell stuff to us and make money off of us making those purchases before they've vetted those products, before they've decided whether they are relevant to us, before they even know what the product is. I'm just gonna send you a package of stuff, sell it for me. What is it? Also, as an aside, I think that commission-based influencer marketing is a gross example of how labour has been completely undermined in what is a predominantly female industry. But that's a rant for a different day. Ultimately, I think it's a combination of these rewards and campaigns that TikTok shop itself is pushing on creators to get them to sell more, and this commission-based earning situation that's brought us to a point where I feel like most videos I see now are not genuine reviews so much as just hard sells. And some of you are going to be sitting there thinking, Amy, how can you come on here and complain about influencer marketing when content creation is your full-time job now? And to that I say, this industry has many issues, okay? And honestly, this is a really hard line for me to walk as someone who believes in intentional consumerism and doesn't want to be like a soulless corporate hand puppet selling you junk all the time, but also like has bills to pay. Any brand deals that I do, which you'll notice they are few and far between, are thoroughly researched, and it is very, very rare that I will take on a commission-based or affiliate-based brand deal for the reasons that I just mentioned. If I already love a brand and I'm consistently talking about them and they offer me an affiliate link, I'm like, great. Like the other day, HelloFresh was like, hey, if you promote us, we'll give you £50 for every box that you sell. And I was like, no, I'm not really interested in that. And like, yeah, if I accepted those kinds of deals, then I would be making a lot more money. My bills would be a lot easier to pay and my life would probably be a lot easier. But I don't want to accept every sketchy offer that comes my way, okay? So for that reason, do me a favor, just like watch my ads all the way through, don't skip them. Thanks. And that's not to say that like the way that I do business is perfect or that everyone else should be acting the way that I act. This is just a way that I found to try and balance doing a job with valuing my morals. So that was absolutely a lot. I have a lot of feelings about this, like a lot of feelings, and I just wanted to share them with you today. I think a lot of consumers of online content don't always know all that goes into influencer marketing and perhaps don't realize some of the potential intentions of people who are selling them things online. That's not to say that all the people you follow online are bad, or that, you know, it's evil to take money from brands, or that if you're affiliate of something that makes you a terrible person. Absolutely not. But I think it is worth considering if someone is giving you a hard sell online. Why? What is their intention behind that? Is it because the product is just genuinely really good? Or is it because they're just trying to make money off you? And also, don't fall into the trap of feeling like you need to buy everything that everyone ever says is good ever in the history of the world. It's not to say you can't buy stuff, not to say you can't enjoy stuff, but just be intentional with the decisions you make and how you spend your money. Anyway, let me know your opinions in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We talk about all things personal development, intentional living, and dream chasing. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. You are enough just as you are. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye!
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you